Joining us this morning with some tips to ensure your barbecue is cooked to perfection is the owner of Cali Comfort Barbecue, Shawn Walsh. Good morning, Shawn. Good to see you.
Good morning. It's great to see you.
I admire you giving tips. I said this morning, though, I'm going to leave the cooking to you and just come and pick up some because you do it far better than I ever could.
I very much appreciate it. We're grateful for all the firefighters that are protecting East County and allowing us to do what we love to do. So we know it's a tough day out there, but thank you for having us. Absolutely.
So we want to make sure that everybody's barbecuing safely, and if they're going to try to brave the heat and get there on the grill, that they have their food cooked to perfection. So what are you cooking for us this morning?
So we have Tri-Tip. California, we're known for Tri-Tip, and here in San Diego, we've got some incredible places throughout the county that do a great job with Tri-Tip. I have Bernice, our pit master, Steven, our catering manager. So he's going to be cooking on indirect heat over on the Weber grill. So this, the Tri-Tip that he's had on has been cooked for about an hour. So we cooked it to about 110, and then now he's going to sear that Tri-Tip. But what Bernice is going to do is she's going to get this Tri-Tip. So right when you go to the store, you have to get the Tri-Tip prepped for the grill. So what she's doing is she's removing the fat. Now, you don't want to remove all of the fat. You want to leave about a 1/4 inch of fat on there. That 1/4 inch of fat is going to help through the cooking process. So she's going to be preparing that and getting it ready for what ultimately Steven's doing in the back.
Okay, so that's a big part of it. How long are you cooking that for at 110, you said?
So you want to cook on indirect heat until it hits about 100 to 110, depending on the size of the Tri-Tip roast. The reason why we don't do times is because it depends on the size of the roast. But if you use a Weber grill or a kettle grill, it's very important to use indirect heat. So you have all the coals on one side of the grill, and you're going to be putting the Tri-Tip on the other side. So it's not actually above the Tri-Tip. And you cook that till about 100 to 110. Once that's done, then you're going to do what Steven's doing. You move that Tri-Tip to the other side of the grill, and you're actually going to sear it. So you want to burn the outside of it to caramelize it and give it great flavor.
Oh my gosh, so good. So you have obviously all these different seasonings. What do you prefer? What do customers prefer here, mostly in SoCal?
As far as what?
Here in SoCal, as far as like the seasonings, because sometimes you have the heavier ones, the sweeter ones. What typically do you see most people going for?
So for what we always recommend is simplicity, salt and pepper. We have a specific Tri-Tip seasoning that we use here that's available for purchase. But Tri-Tip seasoning, like I said, salt and pepper is really the base of everything that you do. And if you keep it simple and you pick quality meat, we work with U.S. Foods to provide our Tri-Tip, but locally you can go to Valley Farm Market. There's one in Spring Valley and one in La Jolla. Some incredible butcher shops. Ask your butcher which kind of Tri-Tip you should be using, but keep the seasoning simple, keep the sauce simple, and if you cook it low and slow, that's always the best way to prepare any kind of barbecue.
All right, so is he putting a crust on it back there with the big flame, Shawn?
Yes, he'll bring it over here to the camera so you can get a better idea, and then
yes, Bernice, make us all drool.
Yeah, go ahead and bring it up. Don't be shy. Bring it right up to the Zoom room.
It's so much better when you guys are on our patio, Shawn. Oh, that looks good. See?
Always cut against the grain when you're cutting Tri-Tip.
Now, why is that?
So that it maintains the flavor and it's also not tough. So there's probably been times you've gone to someone's house and had some Tri-Tip. If it was tough and chewy, the chances are they probably didn't cut it against the grain.
Interesting. I never knew that. Okay. See, I leave the cutting to the hubs. All right, Shawn, so you guys are open today, Labor Day. You laboring?
Yes, we're laboring on Labor Day. We're open from 12 till we sell out of barbecue, but till 8 p.m. And you can order online, CaliBBQ.media. And we have third-party delivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. So we're open and available, and we're happy to take care of anybody's Tri-Tip needs if they don't feel like going out in the heat and cooking today.
If they're lazy like me. Shawn, it's always good to see you, and even if it's not in person, I can still smell how delicious it is. So thanks for sharing the tips with us, and I'll remember against the grain. Got it.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for having us. Have a great Labor Day.
Take care. Happy Labor Day. Thank you, guys.